Okay, YouTube, I'm here and I've got Amnesia, and hopefully the microphone is fixed. I've been told the quality is better. I'm back using my old headset as opposed to the standard microphone on my laptop. And yeah, Amnesia. I have played a bit of Amnesia before, and I've watched a playthrough of nearly all of it. So I'm not going in blind or anything, so if I seem to inexplicably know about something, that's probably because I've already seen it, so don't blame me for that. Anyway, I'll get started. Before you start telling me that, oh well, you're not going to find it scary because you've seen it all before, I'm one of those people that if something's scary the first time, it's scary every time. Especially
forget,
shit like this.
Some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy.
Yeah, you crazy.
Don't forget. Don't forget.
Let's go that way, Daniel.
Stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Daniel. That tells you a lot, doesn't it? First someone stood over me and dropped those petals, because I mean, where else would they have fallen from? And if so, that's rather creepy. Woo, we're up. Let's get going. Follow the liquid trail to find its source, but it doesn't look like I'm going that way. Hey, look, it's in the box. Doink. Anything in here? Don't think so. Ah, there is. It's in the box, you're mine. Woo! Spinny. Nope, spin it that way. On guard! Oh, let's keep going. That sounds like someone running. Oop, the walls are closing in or something. Let's not stay here. Oh, shit. Nope. Nope. Keep... Whoa. That's the carpet. Get up. Whoa. So liquid here. This isn't as fun. Whoa. Because before, when I recorded this, I was actually screen sharing on Skype with Ina, and so he could see what was going on as well. But of course I didn't know to use my headset, so my mic quality was really awful, so I decided to re-record. And Ina isn't online at the moment, so it's just me. And I'm pretty boring. Oh! No. Hey, Daniel. It's okay. Grab the lantern. Whoa, what are you doing? Look where I tell you and not where you want to. Oh, I can run now. Can I? No. Oh. Piss off. Castle, behave. Bad castle. Yeah, okay, there's a note there, I get it.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact.
How?
There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right.
Yay.
God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you.
Nope.
If not, this will sound horrible.
Horrible.
Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him.
Stab him right in the
His
eye.
body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong.
Yippee!
He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you.
Yeah, it's probably my
It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel.
You mean redeem
Descend
yourself?
into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Daniel. Ooh, look, a conveniently placed lever. To the entrance hall. Da-na-na. Now I can run. Well, fine, I'll go this way then.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
Why is it
In a manner of
pink?
speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel.
Whoa, sensitivity's a
And
bit
it
too high.
lies well beyond the refinery. In
Kick
fact,
it!
it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg.
Whoop! White flash. Stompy, stompy, stompy. Let's get out of here. I made a squidgy noise. Okay, let's get this over with. Laboratory, wine cellar. Well, that's ominous. No, look where I tell you.
What was that?
Nothing, I hope. great, move them to the wine cellar, yeah. Whoa.
So there should be more coop rats.
Oh.
Let me see.
The solution is highly acid and that's a typo. Should be supposed to say highly acidic.
And 1 part aquafortis.
No. Look, pot. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. Creepy footsteps. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave a fair judgment and a safe return. And unless you know the rest of the story, that won't make much sense. But I will tell you that that is Alexander, or from the point of view of Alexander. The water's angry. Great. That's not nice. You don't hit people with a rock. Okay. Let's investigate the scared woman before we go to the wine cellar. That's really a good idea. She's probably being attacked by this shadow and I'm gonna like get eaten and stuff. Archives. But that's about, oh god, dead lag. That's about as far away from the wine cellar as I can go. Oh, and it's nice and dark and sounds scary.
16th of May,
The
1839.
unflinching
The
African sun.
unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling
What is Tin
there's
Hanan?
more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure.
Stone
The
structure.
professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber.
Exciting.
No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
So I'm like Indiana Jones. It went... Oh, it didn't go in the wall. I was going to say, it went in the wall. Am I supposed to stomp it if it's in the wall? Nothing there. Open. Hey, there's a note there. Wilhelm's contract. Freedom shall be returned to me. Sounds like slavery to me. Let's stop wasting my lantern. Whoa, that was a bit of lag. Wonder if you could like that. Jerry. No. That's rubbish. Ow. I guess sometimes you really do just walk into a door. Scary noise. Scary noise. I think I'm safe. What the? Holy crap. If you guys didn't see that, my desktop flashed at me for a second. But, it scared me. Let's read a note.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
It's a trap. Okay. Hope my desktop doesn't try and eat me again. Whoa. Wait a minute, you're not a chest, you're a fake. You're a phony. A big fat phony. Oh crap. I think I'm using too much oil. Get out of there, Daniel. Go insane! Okay, fine, stop going insane. Hey, the pianist. Oh fuck. Run. Don't run. Scary noises. That's blood. Off. I don't hiss at you, do I? Maps. Whoa. Hey look, it's a note. What the? Oh god. Hide from the scary doorway. Whoa.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw
Hey, I see
a
it too.
faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Okay, if you say so. Wow, it is rather dark in there.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
Pretty.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless
Possible
deserts,
geometry.
and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety.
And just like that,
and
I was
grasped
okay.
firmly in my hands was the broken
Oh,
pieces
the piano's playing
of a
itself
most
again. Oh, the
peculiar
collapse behind me. Move door. Don't have time for your shit. Nom. That's a nice big heavy looking rock.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
I can't be bothered to read that, so if you want to read it, just pause the video, because I skip it. Okay, now run. How would it solve both your problems if you fed them wine? Get out of it, chair. Okay, key. Oh shit. Hide in the closet, hide in the closet. No. Don't think I hear it. Always good, slight headache, chemistry pot, mine's her key. Fair amount of oil. Don't need tinder boxes. I don't see it, but I think I will save here and call that an episode. Stay tuned for more Amnesia, and maybe next time I will actually meet the monster. Bye.